I'm Stella Dematis and welcome to SheShot Online. We're going to be bringing you SheShot Interviews with Keogh over the next few weeks whilst we're busy in the studio getting our entire SheShot series all in order. And now we have Sarah Jayne Portelli talking with Keogh on the Made in Melbourne Film Festival, which is coming up very soon, 6th of December. So if you can get along to that, that would be amazing. Great support for our Melbourne filmmakers.
The growth of Made in Melbourne has been really impressive since that one night,
Yes.
8 years ago.
Yeah, Ivan started the festival because when he was at Tropfest, he saw that there was a lot of films back in 2009. There were a lot of films that were actually made in Melbourne, and he was like, how come we don't have a Made in Melbourne Film Festival? There's a lot of content here. We were sitting in the park in Sydney, and he's like, I'm going to start a festival.
It's really grown. It started just with one night.
Yes.
And you were there that night, working on the door.
Mm.
And so now, how many days do you run now?
6 nights, 5 venues, and 13 sessions. I had to think about that. It's gotten really big.
It has, and
Yeah.
the sponsors have really thrown themselves on. So
Yes.
what is it about your festival that they're really happy to be connected with?
Well, Made in Melbourne is all local, all Melbourne.
So have you learned from being a festival director about how to make better films yourself?
Seeing a lot of films, there's not a lot of bad ones that we do see, but we definitely do learn from everything that we do see, like what to do and what not to do, especially with the producing side as well. You see some films that are really great, but they're not produced properly, so they probably don't go as far as the ones that are well produced.
The film festival is on from the 6th to the 11th of December.
Yes.
So if people hadn't been to the Made in Melbourne Film Festival, what's a couple of ones that they absolutely shouldn't miss?
Films, well, we got Ben Hall doing the opening night this year, so we used to start with short films, but we're actually starting with The Legend of Ben Hall, which is doing the rounds now around Forbes, where it started, and all the way around Victoria, so that's a good one to see. We can recommend that one for opening night at Acme.
Mm-hmm.
I love Sir Dance a lot, which is a great little puppet film. We have Keogh, which is also doing the rounds around the international film circuits. There's of course 2512 by Stella, and that one's doing the festival circuit also. It's one festival called Apprentice of the Year, which is another funny one starring Shane Jacobson. We have one called Telepathy, which is really great science fiction one as well. So they're really my highlights, I think, from the festival.
One of the things about having a festival like Made in Melbourne is that it does encourage people to show their product and create it.
Yes.
What proportion of films are made by women?
This year we've had more submissions from women.
We look forward to seeing the results of your filmmaking, and if people want to find out about Made in Melbourne, there's the website with all the screening times and so on.
Yes, just go to mim.org.au. The program's on there under the program button, so it's easy to find.
Great. Thank you so much, Sarah Jayne Portelli, for coming in for SheShot today.
Thank you.